now 9 starts in, how teams react to Harvey's fastball. I mean, it just seems like they don't see it, they don't, just about how they react to it right now.
Well, you know, again, this guy's taking the game to another level when he got up here, and you know, you're standing in the dugout next to Wally. You saw him more than I did all year, and you know, when Wally says, "I never saw that. I never saw that kind of stuff." It tells you what this guy, how he can raise his game. Now, I think the one thing that hopefully he will get out of it, because it's like tonight, when you get 10 or 11 strikeouts, your pitch count's going to get up there, and you know, we need to hopefully get him to where he can get some easy outs without having to overthrow and, you know, pump 97-mile-an-hour fastballs in there, get some ground balls with 92s, and then save when he needs it. But I tell you, he's been so impressive. I mean, we got something special. We got something really special, and it's been very, very fun to be around him and watch him work and watch him get ready. And I think Dan's done a really good job getting ready too.
Terry, you've talked about sort of shifting the focus next year. Matt definitely falls into that and finding positives within the team. But having another homestand like this, I mean, I imagine it's pretty frustrating for you.
Well, you know it is. You know, there's no question. It's frustrating for all 35 guys in that clubhouse, besides the players and the coaches and the front office, and you know, to not play well at home, to not score runs. But you know, I've been sitting around thinking about things, and you know, we set the bar pretty high in April and May for a club that wasn't supposed to be very good, and we set the bar up there, and I'm proud of that. Proud that we did that, and I think it's great that, you know, there are expectations here, and that we expect to play that way. And right now, you know, we have just cannot seem to recreate what was happening in April. You know, we didn't hit a lot of home runs in April. We just got a lot of hits with guys in scoring position, and we're not getting them. And that's, but you know, the frustrations have got to stop, because you know, we can go back tonight and think about tonight's game, and you know, have a Coke and have a bite to eat and talk about it. But you know what? Tomorrow we got to get ready for Milwaukee. They're back in the race now, and you know, we got to get ourselves ready to play them.
Yeah, totally.
Just Carson getting out of that jam there, how big a lift is that? And does he fall into that category of players auditioning for the role?
No question. I know, there's no doubt about it. You know, he and Edgin and, you know, Elvin Ramirez and, you know, those young power arms, Familia and Mejia, they're all fighting for, you know, to walk into spring training next year and be in the top of that list of guys fighting for jobs. And I thought that time, Robert Carson getting out of that jam might be the biggest outing that I've seen him have in the 3 years I've been around him.
Terry, realizing there's a whole lot of games left, but when you look at all the live arms you've got on the staff, do you think about next year as being a sort of a bellwether year for a lot of live arms on this team?
Well, you know, again, I think if you're going to build a winner, you got to start on the mound, and that's where. And when you look at what Matt's going to bring to the table, you know, we've still got John Neese, and you know, you got Wheeler coming. You've got power arms in the pen. You've got, you know, R.A. Dickey's got pitching in him left. You know, Dylan G will be back. So, you know, there's a bright future, because our pitching's going to improve. I really think our pitching's going to be very, very dynamic here in a couple of years. And that's where it starts. You know, and as our younger position players start to get ready, you know, you can, as long as you got that core guys that are getting people out. I mean, we're seeing it in Washington, we're seeing it in Philadelphia, we're seeing it in a lot of places where, you know, pitching's the key, and that's I tip my hat to the people that have gone out and acquired some pitching.
What's the severity of Cedenia's injury, and have they been lingering for a while?
His hamstring tightened up on him tonight. It tightened up the other day. He felt better the next day, said it was gone, and then it tightened up again tonight. So I got him out of there. So I don't know how severe it is.
Terry, when you hear Wally say stuff like I've never seen that before, how hard is it for you to not let your mind wander about what the future is for that?
Well, again, you know, there are certain players, and I've had a few of them in my time, that truly in their hearts believe they don't belong in the minor leagues. They belong in the big leagues. And a lot of times they're bored in the minor leagues. Troy Glaus was a guy like that, you know. And when he got to the big leagues, his game picked up. Max is picked up. This is where he belongs, this is where he wants to be, and he's out because of that tremendous makeup. He's gonna show people that he is the guy, that he does belong here, and he does have the stuff to be the guy. You know, as he said when he first got here, I don't wanna be just a guy, I wanna be the guy. And I think as we've all witnessed, he certainly has that capability.